wizard.
Alright, good evening everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. God bless everyone and all praise be to Jesus Christ. In the earlier video, we were saying 102K was resistance, pretty good resistance, and we would need to close some candles above it if we wanted to see higher. We did not see that happen. We actually hit our head right on that Trump VWAP at 102.5. And now let's take a look at what market cipher is doing. On the 1 hour, it looks like VWAP could curve up. I mean, you could even come up and candlestick around this Trump VWAP, but you'll probably put in a bear div and see price come lower. I mean, we're coming up to week 2 VWAP here, and then you have your New Year VWAP as well, and they could very well act as support to put in a bear div. But I was looking. Let's see, the daily looks like she wants to put in a green dot. The VWAP's curving up, right? She's coming up, but money flow is coming out. The money is leaving the market, and we need to be aware of that. We need to be aware that money's just not really in it on the daily. She still looks pretty high on the 2-day though. I mean, she's still there on the 2-day, but we do have to take account that money flow is coming out on the daily. Now it being so thick on the 2-day, let's see the 3-day. Not as thick as the 2-day, no, or the 4-day. Okay, so money flow is still pretty thick on the 2-day, which means we could see it just dip out and splash right back in on the daily, and we'll need it to start curving out on the 2-day to really back the daily. But looking at the 3-day and 4-day money flow, I mean the 4-day money flow isn't high at all. You got a red dot printing. That's another thing I wanted to bring attention to, are the red dots. Looks like this one's already confirmed on the 5th. Or no, that's you're on the 31st. I was like, no way. Yeah, so we already got a red dot on the 3-day, and you can see that playing out on this chart here. And the 4-day, we are printing the red dot. It has a day and 20 hours. The 5-day, 20 hours left, also a red dot. Okay, so we need to be aware, and these are bear divs, guys. These are bear divs. We've made higher highs, and now we're putting in lower lows on our momentum, and it's not long before we confirm this. The 7-day, I'm pretty sure, also had a red dot. Your VWAP's coming down. Okay, it's rejected already. It's lined up with the 5-day right now, so we have tomorrow, these two charts will probably confirm a red dot, and we need to be aware of that. This is the Coinbase chart here. The weekly already rejected off your 0 line. Okay, money flow is coming out on the weekly as well. So that's something to take into consideration. Even though this daily is printing the green dot, that's good and well, but she could not even print, right? She'd come up here and reject right off the 0 line. See if there's any good examples recently, something like this, but it'd still be under the 0. But with the money flow leaving on the daily, I would be concerned about more price down here on the 1 hour. Like I said, you already hit your head on the 102 resistance we talked about in the earlier video. You could see a bounce from this week 2 VWAP, or maybe even this December VWAP, or New Year VWAP, excuse me. This New Year VWAP here. You could see a bounce up, and we could potentially candle wick on the hour. Y'all go. Sorry, the dogs came in here trying to mess around. But anyway, you could come in here. You do have money flow coming up on the hour, so you very well could come up here to this Trump VWAP and candlestick, maybe even the spider line, right? You come up a little bit above the spider line and come crashing down, okay? Because of what these 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 7 days, they are all printing a red dot, and we need to take that into consideration. So if we do get into a good long, we know to take some profits right away, because the market's probably not going to hold, right? Even when we go to the daily, Now we haven't taken the lows. We haven't come way down to the 90K level yet. But we're not making higher highs after we hit 109, 110. We're making lower lows now. And we didn't make a higher high here. I doubt we're gonna make a higher high here. So you can expect that we're gonna make lower lows. Now, I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen, but with the money flow coming out and with the structure that's being formed on the daily here, it's just an educated guess that's what's gonna happen. Is that we're not gonna make higher highs, but we're gonna make lower lows. We're gonna candlestick some of these wicks here. We're gonna come down and candlestick this quarter 3 VWAP at 89K. But immediate to short term, over the next few hours, it looks like VWAP could very well curve up. You do have money flow. I mean, it's coming down now, but it doesn't mean it's gonna. She could keep curving to the upside, and you could very well come up to this Trump VWAP, maybe even the spider line at 104, and then we make a move down. We haven't confirmed the daily yet. Not only is she not confirmed, but she's going to line up with this 5-day and the 7-day, which are printing red dots. So in the next 20 hours, we could see this VWAP as money flows coming out, just curve down, and then this momentum wave could continue down. Okay, so we'll watch that. I'll have some updates for you about that tomorrow. But right now, if we are going to see higher highs, I would expect a bounce off one of these two VWAPs with the market cipher A VWAP curving up to the upside. You have potential for bear divs, so higher prices around this Trump VWAP. You candlestick around this Trump VWAP, come up a bit more, and then make a bear div. That would be called for. Now, money flow hasn't come in, and she is coming out. I mean, she very well could just completely come out now in the next hour, in the next 50 minutes. This VWAP could start shooting straight down and not curve up. Always something to watch. That's why we sit, we wait for our confirmations. See if we are going to get a bounce from one of these two VWAPs. If not, the most likely would be the previous day VWAP, which comes in right here at this spider line as well, and this golden pocket. So the most likely, we're losing the intraday now. Let's go down to the 15 minute. We're losing our intraday VWAP now. Now, you very well could hold these previous VWAPs, the weekly VWAP and the New Year VWAP, but you're more than likely, let's see what this VWAP is. Oh, that's the 85K low. Never mind. It is a VWAP. You could very well bounce off this VWAP, but you have your previous day VWAP here at this spider line and this golden pocket. So if this doesn't hold, even if you get a small bounce off of here, you very well could come down all the way back to 96, 97K. Okay? Not guaranteed, but with the daily, the 2-day, the 3-day, 7-day red dots coming in. I might have said the 2-day. I don't think it's on the 2-day. VWAP is actually coming up on the 2-day. She could very well reject off this zero line though. But the 4-day, the 3-day already confirmed. 4-day and 5-day, 7-day, and the weekly VWAP's already rejected off the zero line. So I feel like there's definitely a call for more market cipher is telling us there's probably more room down, right? With the volatility in the market, it could take a minute to play out. But overall, I mean, just look at the money. There's going to be no money in it. Now, like I said earlier, it could just come in, take a breather, and come right back in with how thick the money flow is on the 2-day. But money flow on the 2-day has been steadily, gradually coming out. It has also been making bear divs. As price is getting higher, the money flow is getting lower, creating bear divs on the money flow as well. Let's go down to a 15 minute to wrap it up, see what she might be doing. Okay, so money flow not looking that great on the 15. Looks like she is going to come out. VWAP is pretty low, which means you have plenty of room to do things like this and continue this wave down. If we don't hold 100k, 105k, if we start opening below, the next stop would probably be about 98.5. Yeah, 98.4. Yeah, we'll call it 98.5. So the next stop between 99, 98.5. But most logically, you'll get a bounce here and probably leapfrog to your previous day VWAP down here, right, with this spider line and golden pocket. So we'll just keep an eye on that. We did not hold 102. Doesn't look like we're going to hold it very well. The daily is coming up. The VWAP is coming up, but money flow is coming out. And this VWAP very well could reject off the zero line. Okay, and we have made lower lows. We didn't make higher highs on our last move up, and now we've made lower lows on our last move down. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna get much higher. I don't think we're gonna take any kind of highs. I think we're gonna go down a bit before we see all-time highs, just from what the charts are telling me here, especially with the 4-day red dot coming on bear divs, the 5-day red dot coming on bear divs, the 7-day red dot coming on bear divs, the 3-week is getting ready to print bear divs in 12 days. Okay, so market ciphers telling me even though there might be room to the upside here and in between, we're probably not going to make all-time highs before we come down and probably hit this low volume gap. I don't have my low volume on, but there's a low volume gap right at 87k that will make a quick move down to what, 77, 75k. Okay, yeah, right here. So if we don't hold, we'll just use the VWAPs because they work so well. If we don't hold this VWAP at 89, 90k, this spider line with the VWAP, it's going to be a quick move down. You see there's not a lot of volume in this move up, and this is all newly charted territory, all-time highs, newly charted territory right here. So it would make sense that once we cool off like Bitcoin does, that we come back at least to this VWAP. Let's see what VWAP that is. The Q2 of 2024 VWAP. You lose Q3 VWAP, you're probably, and it'll be a fast. You saw how fast we went up. Well, there's not a lot of volume there, guys. Not a lot of. These are all-time highs. This is past 69k, the previous all-time high, right? So there won't be a lot of volume to catch us, and it'll be quick moves down. It'll be a very volatile and quick move down, just like it was a very volatile and quick move up. Okay, we lose these VWAPs. This VWAP, this is the most important VWAP to see more upside, is holding the Q3 VWAP. If not, you can bet your bottom dollar. I won't use that term a lot, but you got that dollar on the bottom, you can bet it. We're coming down to the 78, 80k VWAP. Okay, now it could steady rise. It could come right up to 81, 82k VWAP before we come down, right? But you can bet if we lose this Q3, we'll probably hit this Q2 VWAP. Even if it just wicks down, right? Even if she just wicks down, we'll probably see price come back below 80k. And that looks like what she wants to do with these monthly waves here. Okay, yeah, money flows up there, but when this VWAP crosses over, the price does react. I mean, volatile times right here. Let's go back in the past. When the VWAP crosses over, major downside. The VWAP crosses over, a good downside. So just be prepared that we're probably not going to see any more all-time highs. I'm going to go ahead and say that now. mark the date. I'm going to mark this video. We're probably not seeing all-time highs till later in the year. But I think that's going to do it for me. Like I said, these are the levels we're watching. I feel like there's more downside coming. Even if we get a bounce from these VWAPs, we're probably going to hit our head and come down lower. Okay, right back down to 100K. Now there is a lot of volume at 100K. But overall, Market Cipher saying there's going to be a decent size move down. And everyone just needs to be prepared for it. I hope you watch this video. Like, subscribe, hit that noti bell for all the notifications. I try to bring 2 videos a day. I have a very busy schedule, so it doesn't always work out to 2 videos a day, but at least 1 video every day with an occasional market update. But that's the key levels. That's what I'd be watching for. I just feel like we have more downside, excuse me. Just looking, that's bear divs confirming in 20 hours on your 7-day, and you've already wicked down so much. I know we bounced really hard after the crash, but that's what we call a dead cat bounce. Okay, this could just be a dead, now everyone's longing, and then boom. But we'll wait and see. I'm not saying she's gonna just immediately crash, but overall general feel of the market from what I'm seeing is we do have some major moves to the downside coming very soon, within the next week or two, by the end of the month. By the end of this month, the red dot will start printing on this Coinbase chart. It's already printing on other charts, and when she confirms, man, oh man, get ready, because this VWAP's at the end of this month, unless some crazy stuff happens, which it could, some crazy shit could happen. But overall, when this VWAP crosses over, we're gonna come down. Just be prepared that we're how low? I don't know. But she will come down. So just be aware of that. Even though we did get this massive bounce after this massive crash, there's still more downside coming. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I hope everyone has a great day. Like I said, like, subscribe, share the video. I'm trying to grow to 100 subscribers. Thank you all again for your support. God bless everybody. Not what I wanted to click on. That's it. I'm out.